whatever we can get help from Dharma is real, solid, scientifically provable help. And nothing else really doesn't help. Anything. The money is not the answer. Wealth is not the answer. Health helps a little bit, but is not everlasting. Even life itself is totally impermanent. Everything. So day by day, when you look at our old friends, remember old friends, and many of them gone from here completely. Well, just now we've been talking, and we said, Rachel Yap, she's gone, I mean, from Chicago. Just in short. But every time when you look at the group photos, look at it, and you count how many gone. We're lucky, we're still there. But at the beginning, only one person gone. And after a little while, 2, 3, 4 of them gone. Sometimes then you're the only one left in that group still, So these things happen. That tells us something. So that really tells us the answer, what we're really looking is neither the wealth nor nothing. Nothing really answers. And then, on the other hand, what we don't want is the misery, suffering, problem. It is always continue. Even you get a little better, it doesn't stop. It will continue. I mean, even just look at ourselves. We may be out of Iraq, and we may be getting out of Afghanistan. We're out, and we're thinking we're out, but the Syria in the one hand, on the one leg we're holding tight down. And then this crazy thing happening in Ukraine. And when you look at that, and in one hand, it is so dangerous. It looks like we had avoided the Third World War some few years ago, thanks to our previous leaders and Gorbachev and all that. That looks like it avoided. And now you're not so sure what's going to happen. And the way both sides are functioning, behaving, looks very strange and very dangerous in one hand. And then, extremists, you look on the other hand. And then from their point of view, from our point of view, is completely opposite. That is the problem. From our point of view, we wanted to help them, make them nice, make everybody happy. And, when we are having a problem in Iraq, I had so many of my friends, Americans, such as yourself, many of you, tells me, well, we have to go there because they're killing each other. We got to go there, stop their killing. And once their killing stopped, then we can go back. And we need to go there, do the right thing. We don't go there, do the right thing. We go there to create more problem for them, honestly. We saw that every day. It's not the fault of our brave soldiers. is not everything. It is the way how the world functions, how you read me and how I read you, and how they read us and how we read them, and that's what's happening. And we have that I, the most important, most precious, most dominating, protecting it, and you, the less important, you to be sacrificed, So that attitude, and we're getting all this suffering are continuing, honestly. And also simply, without mind, nothing happens. Everything, whatever we act, everything, the first our thoughts going. The mind is the one who have the idea, who think about it, and then who pick it up. And the mind is so quick, right? We're so slow too. And sometimes mind functions faster than we do. Mind goes very fast, and we are slow to catch up. And so the mind runs 2 miles ahead of us, and then we have done so many things without thinking. Because we have done it, because our thought will come and boop, 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 we went, right? Boop, 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 and so we run that way. And then, in one hand, I was talking with in the car today, or is that on somewhere anyway? So it's a slightly difference whether you're matured or not matured. And when you are not matured, the ideas came up in the mind, and then you without thinking, you say it, you do it, you act accordingly until you get into trouble, right? And then you are matured, you don't do that. You think about it. You think about is there going to be trouble or not? It's going to be right or wrong. Think about it, and then you function and you say it. You just don't say it. You just don't act it, right? That's called immature. And when you're matured, you think and do it. Or you're crazy. On the other hand, or if you are crazy, all these beautiful ideas pop up, crazy ideas pop up, right? And you don't have the mental capacity of sorting it out. And it looks beautiful, it looks green, looks purple, looks orange, looks yellow, looks white, looks black, and all of them, and zoom goes, right? And created what we Tibetans call it 29th soup, or the 29th day of the lunar calendar, the last day of the year, we produce soup, which has everything in there, good and bad, and everything. And then family sits together and drink the soup, and some people get a little charcoal, those wooden, burned wood, charcoal in that. And then people will laugh at you, and they'll say, hey, you have a bad mind. You've been mean person or something. Some people get a sun, moon type of shape. And they say, hey, you're good, you've been good, blah, blah, blah. That's a culture. But good and bad and everything get mixed up in that. So because you're crazy, you can't sort it out. And it all becomes one thing. The one little soupy thing, whatever, whatever it is. And there's no question of, no discrimination wisdom at all. So I thought about it, and it looks good and attractive, and do it. And sometimes you don't even know what you're doing. And you get into a lot of trouble because you don't know what you're doing, right? So because of the mind is not functioning properly, and that's what we're getting that problem. So you see how mind is really important.